I'm Lee Jackson, Technical Director for Travis Perkins, and been in the industry for over 30 years. In this short film, we're going to talk about design freeze, what it actually means, where it sits currently in the home building process, and the need to move the design freeze forward in our processes. Before delving deeper into this topic, let's explore 3 key areas where your business can gain value by examining your workflows. Firstly, consider where savings and costs can be optimized. This extends beyond financial aspects to include environmental factors such as carbon emissions and waste reduction. Secondly, time is a crucial factor. Whether it's having insufficient time, facing time constraints, or dealing with time pressures, the impact time has on your project must be carefully considered. Lastly, focus on all aspects related to quality, control, and simplification throughout the process. So, what exactly is a design freeze? And why does its placement within the construction process matter? A design freeze marks the stage at which the design is finalised and aligns with the actual construction. To better understand its significance, let's zoom out a little and take a look at a timeline representing the end-to-end process of building a home. Where do you envisage your design freeze fitting in? It's likely you're considering the phase between the technical architect and the work on site. To accurately determine the ideal placement of the design freeze, we must assess where the majority of our information is hidden within the process, as this informs our planning. Typically, the architect provides about 20% of the detailed information required. But what about the remaining 80%? The architectural drawings typically include plans, sections, elevations at various scales alongside basic foundation layouts, heating and electric configurations, site plan, and hopefully a specification. As the construction progresses, specialist designs are needed. This could include ground floors, intermediate floor joists, roof trusses, stairs, kitchen, bathrooms. This process involves continual revision and approval, leading to a cycle of design adjustments throughout the construction phase, which is less than optimal. Furthermore, aspects like plumbing, electrical and ventilation follow schematic outlines, with final designs often evolving directly on site, without formal documentation, further impacting our build. This underscores the necessity for a new, dedicated stage in our process, the specialist design phase. And this is where the remaining 80% of the specialist design information is hidden. So returning to our initial question, armed with a better understanding of where the majority of the design occurs, it becomes apparent that the design freeze occurs just before the project completion, effectively concluding the construction phase. Can you think of another industry where the design freeze occurs at the end rather than beginning? So how can we rectify this? Well, let's try pulling all the specialist design work forward, keeping the technical architect and specialist design work closely linked, which unlocks a process of controlled change that runs right up to the project's completion. So, if we halt construction to complete all this design work up front, this could come with substantial costs that actually outweigh any anticipated savings. We should focus on optimizing our costs, savings, and environmental impact, saving time in the long term by pausing to plan, and boosting the quality, control, and simplification of our project, all as a result of shortening an unnecessarily long build process. So, to conclude, let's turn to another industry to illustrate this. The aim of this production line is to create consistent toy robots, but this 2-step process is inefficient. The best way to do so is to merge the programming of both machines, to determine the configuration, the posture, the detailing of the robot, at the same time up front and before the initial assembly. Like so. This creates an efficient production line with an organised workflow and a consistent result, which is exactly the outcome that we all want in our building process. So, To find out how Whole House can optimise your design freeze, take a look at the other films in this series. And thank you for watching.